So, I'm constantly warning people. No one really listens, but that's not the point. The point is for me to get it off my shoulders and tell people, um, don't give your don't give your information to fucking anybody. Harbor Freight, not well known for their security systems and keeping your shit safe. So they want your phone number and your email address in order for you to get any of their discounts. Even if you get the ad delivered to your house now, when you go in, they want your phone number. They're trained to ask you for your phone number. So it used to be you give them your email address, you're good to go. But they want both now. Or you can't use their fucking coupons. I think that's discriminatory, big time, for people like me that worry about shit like just happened at Ticketmaster. Now, how many people do you think have used Ticketmaster? How many people do you think purchased tickets using Ticketmaster over the last, let's say, 5 years, 8 years? So they had to file a report that a few days ago they got hacked, and what was taken, what is now for sale on the dark web. They didn't even know they were fucking hacked, people. When you don't know that you've been hacked and that 50, 100, who knows how many millions of people have had their information put on the dark web. So that was name, address, phone number, email, and credit card information. Now, Ticketmaster is being very mum about the credit card information that is for sale on the dark web from all their customers, all of their fucking customers. This was not a partial thing. Probably an inside job. They want $500,000 to compromise millions upon millions upon millions upon billions of people's fucking information. Now, if you have a place like Ticketmaster, besides being a monopoly, and basically requiring you to give this information to get a ticket, okay? This is why, if I was going to get a ticket for a concert, I would show up at a brick and mortar fucking building, give them cash, and say, thank you for my tickets. This is how I handle my life in every fucking venue, okay? They could hack into that computer over there and they wouldn't get shit. You know what they'd get? 100,000 videos and photographs of my kids for the last decade and a half. That's what I keep on there, by the way. My UFO videos. Yeah. How is it fucking possible that someone with a monopoly on entertainment tickets gets hacked? It doesn't. I haven't seen anything on any major fucking news organization talking about name, address, phone number, email, credit card. That's all 5 of the fucking big ones. For sale now on the dark web. How's that make you feel if you've been a Ticketmaster customer? What do you have to do to protect yourself now? What is Ticketmaster doing to protect you? Well, they haven't fucking said anything. They didn't make it public. They filed it with the SEC. The SEC found out, and then somehow someone at the SEC decided this was a major story, and now I read in my local paper. See, don't fucking listen. Until people are taken out of this information loop, your data is vulnerable. I don't give a fuck who it is. and somebody like Harbor Freight, what, because I want to buy some fucking sandpaper and not pay twice as much, you're going to blackmail me from my email address and phone number? And then for some mysterious fucking reason, your spam goes up 200% over the next fucking 3 months until you basically block all those people that they sold your name and email to. Your address, your phone number, everything that they have, they're going to do the same thing that all these groups do. If somebody asks you, if you go to a store and they want your, like Ace Hardware down here, they are trained to ask you for your email address. Why? Because it's a email list compiler. It's an email list compiler. Now, if I'm a fucking criminal, where am I going to go? Well, I know for a fact that Ace Hardware, are they world renowned for their fucking security? No, they're no better than Ticketmaster or anyone else that's been hacked over the last few years that had given away what? 200 million, maybe even 400 million data points on people worldwide. Now, fuck that. I don't trust any of them, and I train my old lady to be exactly the same way, okay? Her sister-in-law is not allowed to have our information. Keep us out of, you write our phone number down on a piece of paper and you need to call us, it's not going in your phone. Because as soon as she got our information, I'm getting emails from people, hi, this is Lizzie, da-da-da-da, and I knew instantly this was not Lizzie. I knew instantly. I also knew instantly how they got the fucking information. Because it only took 3 or 4 phone calls to find out who got infected, and it was everyone in her address book. Compromised. Completely. Totally fucking compromised. You have to remember, listen, I have a phone list like everyone else. There was a time when I was young when I remembered everyone's phone number who was important to me because we had to dial it. You remembered. I can even remember making phone calls when I was really young, calling Hill Mabel 19, something like this. Hi, this is Bronco 2020 block, something like that. They had these weird fucking names, okay? We knew our operator. There were times when I'd make a phone call as a kid and I would actually get Annette. She was a neighbor of ours who worked for Ma Bell, and she worked at a fucking switchboard, a literal switchboard. So I go back a long ways with technology. And I tell people about the fake computer I got for my birthday that I was so fucking disappointed. 1964. I think the first Star Trek had just come out. And my grandma told me she got me a computer. You ask it questions and it gives you answers. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Right? Because I was about 1.5 times through the Encyclopedia Britannica at that age. 1.5 times. I had already read it once and was halfway through it again. And she brings me this machine, and it's got that green paint job on it that I really like, that came on old office equipment. It was a special kind of paint, a spotty, splotchy kind of a texture, just an awesome green color, And all it was a roll of paper with questions on it that you would turn a crank on the side. The question would come up into a little window, and then you would crank the handle, and another answer would come up. So it asked the questions. It gave me the answers. And I already knew every single fucking question and answer on there. I already knew from reading the Encyclopedia Britannica. That's a story I've told a few times here about my mom getting me that. This is after I had been beaten half. I'd been beaten into a state of fucking shock. It was a dangerous situation. Okay, by Mr. Lasnabat at Hillcrest School. That has affected me my whole life and my decision making process my whole life. So that computer was probably the safest piece of fucking equipment that anyone could ever have. And I dreamed one day, because Dick Tracy had his watch, and it was like a normal size. This wasn't the size of a TV. This was a itty bitty little watch, and it had TV in it. And he could talk to the people in the force and his allies by looking at his watch. And I thought, man, will I live long enough to see that? I literally asked myself, will I live long enough to see that? Yeah. Yes. And more. There was a time when thinking about this iPhone, video camera, camera editor, movie editor, communication device, video fucking entertainment. This was an impossible dream at one time. I remember going to an air show, or was it? No, was it? It was. I can't remember. I have these two ideas. It was either Great America, I think it was Great America, or it was an air show at Buchanan Field down in Concord, and this little Honda sports car was sitting there. I remember it was black with a tan interior, and I looked down in there, and there was a phone on the dashboard. And I looked at Marilyn, and I said, what a fucking asshole. Who needs a fucking phone in their car? Yeah, I feel bad about that now. Technology is not safe. I've never trusted it. I especially don't trust people, because people are the problem with technology. And as long as you can go in and extract what you need from humans, or get humans to do something stupid like, here's your favorite playlist on a USB device. And, nowadays, like, I go to the VA hospital, you're not allowed to plug any of your shit in. They used to have an ancient fucking PC system over there. I mean, ancient. It was still using like COBOL or something. You know what I mean? It's not safe. It's not safe. I never do any banking or any kind of critical information on my computer, on my PC over there. It's strictly a fucking photo album worker. It's so I can transfer, 3 terabytes worth of fucking pictures and videos at a time. Make backups, basically. It's not really a computer per se for me, which is why I'm probably going to get an iPad Pro, because it's more of a computer now. And it's harder for them to alter your software. No one's going to plug a fucking USB device into there. I'm not going to download any of your shit from your pages. I'm not going to answer any goddamn text messages that are sent to me. Even if it's from someone I know, if they ask me to go to a link, it's not going to happen. Unless it's YouTube. Okay? It's just not safe. And that brings up physical keys. So I have a YubiKey for this. I have a physical little black YubiKey with little gold tabs on it, on the insert. Plug it in. People that use password compilers. Oh, here, NerdWallet. Give us your banking information at NerdWallet, and we'll help you take care of all your subscriptions and data and data. And okay, so you want all the information on all my fucking passwords, on all my subscriptions. You want basically my entire fucking digital life in order for you to function. And I have zero fucking guarantee that they're not going to be hacked. Zero. People are like, oh, well, that computer's air-gapped. Yeah, well, what? I suspect at Ticketmaster that information was copied and sold. More than a hack, I think it was a human hack. But I don't know if you've purchased tickets at Ticketmaster, I'd be very interested to know if you've received an email telling you that your personal information has been compromised and is for sale on the dark web. I'd be very interested to know that. I follow technology from basic fucking nothing up to my first calculator. It was expensive as fuck. And all it did was add, subtract, divide, multiply. That was it. And it was expensive. Not 5 years later, we had graphing calculators that would, trig, whatever you wanted to do on them, you could do on them. I had one that was like a phone, like the first flip phones. It would slide open. It was really fucking slick. That piece of technology used to blow people away. Nowadays, it would just be laughed at as nothing. Technology just keeps marching forward. The problem is fucking people. You can air gap your shit. You can do whatever you want to do. You can separate this information from this information, and all you're doing is incentivizing people and telling them, oh, so you keep our credit card information totally separate over here on your site. All they got was our email address, our phone numbers, our addresses, but they didn't get any fucking credit card information or phone numbers. So they go after your phone number, your email address, and your credit card information. They give a fuck where you live. They could care less where you live, okay? That's the safest thing you can give someone. I don't care if people know where I live. But I do care if they have my phone number. Okay? It's critical. Shame. Millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people have just been compromised. Who knows how many of those people are going to be harmed terribly because they don't have the tech savvy to keep themselves safe. Now that their information's already out there, is Ticketmaster what? They didn't say anything about, oh, we're buying it all back or nothing. Plus, they just make a copy anyway, right? Shameful. Totally fucking shameful. I just don't, there has to be something. See, this is one of the uses for AI is to make sure this can't happen someplace. To be smart enough to know, hey, this fucking employee is plugging in a USB device. Or, hey, this employee who has access to this data needs to be quadruply fucking triple checked for, yeah, well, they're broke as fuck. They just got a divorce and they're in charge of all this personal information. Compromised people are easy to fucking take advantage of. Old people, it's incredibly easy to take advantage of. At 71, I guess I'm pretty tech savvy for my age, okay? I know my wife would be lost, technology-wise, without me. She's not allowed to have a computer. She got hacked right away. Again, family members. Viruses, malwares. Malware's more typical now than zero-day or viruses. That's usually just malware that people download fucking voluntarily. Oh, fuck yeah, I'll take the free whatever. Nothing's free. Nothing's free in this life, okay? Except for love from family and friends. That's what's free and has value. Everything else, I'm not so sure about. So if you're a Ticketmaster customer, okay, I'm curious to know if you got an email or not.